just like ashtrays and art. Bet you they're good, why shouldn't they be? Their one mistake was giving up me. So maybe now it's time, and maybe when I wake, they'll be there calling me baby. Maybe.
Oh, shut up! Can't anybody get any sleep around here? Mama! Mommy! I said shut your trap, Molly!
Stop shoving the poor kid. She ain't doing nothing to you.
She keeping me awake, ain't she?
No, you're keeping us awake.
I am not.
You are too! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! They're playing and I fell asleep all night! Oh my goodness!
Calm down! All of you! Now go back to sleep.
Mama?
Hey, it's all right, Molly. Annie's here.
It was my mama, Annie. He was riding on the ferry boat. And she was holding me up to see all the big ships. And then she was walking away, waving. And I couldn't find her no more. Annie, please.
Flo. It's all right, honey. It was just a dream. Now, you gotta go back to sleep. It's after 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Thanks, Duffy. Annie, read me your note.
My note. Again?
Please.
Sure, Molly.
Here it comes again. Ugh.
Please take good care of our little darling. Her name is Annie.
She was born on October 28th. We'll be back to get her soon. We have left half a silver locket around her neck and kept the other half. So that when we come back for her, you'll know that she's our baby.
Oh my goodness, now they're laughing.
All right.
Do you guys want to sleep with your teeth inside your mouth or out?
Gee, Annie, I dream of having a mother and a father again. But you're lucky. You really got him.
Bet you he reads, bet you she sews. Maybe she's made me a closet of clothes. Maybe they're strict, as straight as a line. Don't really care as long as they're mine. So maybe now this prayer's the last one of its kind. Won't you please come get your baby?
Good night, Annie.
Good night, Kate.
Good night, Annie.
Good night, July.
Good night, Annie.
Good night, Duffy.
Good night, Annie.
Good night, Tessie.
Now what?
Annie, what you doing?
Running away.
Oh my
My
goodness!
folks are never coming for me. I gotta go find them.
Annie, you're crazy. Miss Hannigan will catch you and lock you in the cellar again. Yeah.
I don't care. I'm getting out of here. Right. Going now. Wish me luck.
Good luck, Annie!
So long, dumbbell, and good luck.
I caught ya! Yeah, I hear you, brat. I always hear you. Oh, get up! Get up! There. Now, what do you say? What do you say?
I love you, Miss Hannigan.
Rotten orphan.
I'm not an orphan. My mother and father left me a note saying that they loved me and that they were coming back for me.
Well, that was 1922. This is 1933. They must have got stuck in traffic. You in here, get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Put them things away! Boo! You get in line! Go! Go! You little crumb! Hurry! Now, for this one's shenanigans, you'll scrub this floor and strip them beds for the laundryman.
But it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
I know. And you will get down on your knobby little knees and clean this dump until it shines like the top of the Chrysler building.
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Get to work now! Sorry, you little... Get out of the way! Move! Why any kid wants to be an orphan, I'll never know.
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Instead of treated, we get tricked. Instead of kisses, we get kicked. It's a hard knock life. Got no folks to speak of, so it's a hard knock row-we-ho. Cotton blankets, instead of wool, empty bellies. Instead of full, it's a hard knock life. Don't it feel like the wind is always howling?
Don't it seem like there's never any life?
Once a day, don't you want to throw the towel in? It's easier than putting up a fight.
No one cares if your dreams are like a creepy. No one cares if you grow or if you shrink. No one dries when your eyes get red and weepy. From the crying you ain't in this place to sing. Oh, empty belly life, fine smelly life, full of sorrow life, no tomorrow life.
Cosme, Silver Sea.
Santa Claus, what's that? Who's he? No one cares for you a smidge when you're in an orphanage. It's a hard knock life.
Good morning, children.
Good morning, Miss Hannigan.
Well,
We love you, Miss Hannigan.
I love you, Miss Hannigan.
you! And what are you doing in there?
Nothing.
Get her out. Get her out of there. Get down. Get off of the bed. What is move? Dust check. Look at that. You! Your days are numbered. Get over there. You little runt. All right. Breakfast.
Hot
Oh, no. You don't get hot mush this morning. You get cold mush. Oh, yeah, no. Oh. And after your mush, you'll go to your sewing machine. There's an order of dresses that you'll finish today, even if you have to work straight through to midnight. Now, line up.
Laundry! Laundry man!
Morning, bundles.
Oh, yeah, Aggie. Running a little late. See you in January.
Oh, no, you don't. Come here, you big handsome brute. Don't you want to know what I'm getting you for Christmas?
What?
Ooh, dinner at the Cafe Rouge. All you can eat. So, what are you getting me?
What did I get you last year?
Nothing.
Good. You're getting it again.
Oh, get out of here with that damn laundry.
Okay, so long, Aggie. And Merry Christmas, kids.
Merry Christmas, bundles!
Uh-huh. You call this clean, honey? This place is like a pigsty. Annie! Annie! Where did that Annie go?
Annie ain't here.
What do you mean Annie ain't here?
She just went with Mr. Bundles in the laundry bag. Lucky kid, she's out there free, running free in NYC. Bet she finds her folks like that. Mom and Dad right off the bat. Lucky dog, she got away, but we're gonna have to pay. Gotta make us clean and scrub. No more sleep and no more grub. It's a hard knock life.
Apples!
Apples! Apples!
Apples!
Hi.
2 for a dime?
Apples? Two for a nickel.
2 for a nickel? Apples?
Hi, Miss. Apples?
Please?
Forget it.
I'm going down.
Here, boy. Here, boy.
Hey, here's one I didn't get. Come here, boy. Come here. Oh, poor boy. Do they hurt you? They're after you, ain't they? Well, they're after me too. But don't worry. I ain't gonna let them get you or me. I'll take good care of you. And everything's gonna be fine for the both of us. If not today, well, the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with the day that's gray and lonely, I just stick up my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away.
Hey, You. Hey, little girl, come here.
Yes, officer?
That dog there. Ain't I seen him running around the neighborhood? Ain't he a stray?
Stray. No, officer. He's my dog.
Your dog. Well, so what's his name?
His name is, Sandy. Yeah, you see, I call him Sandy because of his nice sandy color.
Sandy color, huh? Okay, let's see him answer to his name.
Answer.
Huh?
You mean when I call him?
Right. When you call him. By his name, Sandy.
Well, you see, officer, I just got him. Sometimes he doesn't like to answer to...
Call him!
Okay. Here, Sandy. Here, boy. Sandy. Here, boy. Here, Sandy. Here, boy. Here, Sandy. Good Sandy. Good old Sandy.
Okay, so maybe he is your dog, but next time you take him out, I want to see him on a proper leash and with a license. Or else I take him to the pound and they put him to sleep. You understand?
Sir, I understand. On a leash and with a license.
And now get along with you before you catch a death of a cold in this weather.
Oh, I don't mind the weather. When I'm stuck with the day that's gray and lonely, I just stick up my chin and grin and say, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day.
I need some more wood for the penthouse.
Hey, Eddie, give me a hand.
Sophie, this junk ready yet?
Patience, patience.
Make way for John D. Rockefeller.
How did it go today, Al?
7 million people in the city. You can't sell one lousy apple.
Excuse me, folks. Excuse me. Did anyone here leave a curly-haired kid at the orphanage 11 years ago?
Not me, kid.
Ladies and gents, dinner served.
Hey, kid, you hungry?
No.
Okay.
But my dog is.
Here, kid. Eat your fill.
Thanks, lady.
Hey, kid. What are you doing out here alone this time of night?
I'm looking for my parents. They're lost.
Lost? Well, how long you been looking for them?
11 years.
Now that's lost.
Hey, kid, it's time to give up.
No. I'm gonna find them.
Now, there's something I haven't heard since 1928.
What?
Optimism.
Optimism? Well, what do we gotta be optimistic about? Look at us. Our life's a nightmare.
Well, you gotta have a dream
Trains rattling overhead all night.
to wake you up from your nightmare.
Empty pockets.
At least you got pockets.
Freezing fingers.
Lucky you got them empty pockets.
Newspapers for blankets.
You can read in bed.
Kid, you should have been a politician.
Today we're living in a shanty. Today we're scrounging for a meal.
Today I'm still in coal for fires. Who knew I could steal?
I used to winter in the tropics.
I spend my summers at the shore.
I used to throw away the papers.
He don't anymore. We'd like to thank you, Herbert Hoover, for really showing us the way. We'd like to thank you, Herbert Hoover. You made us what we are today. Prosperity was round the corner. The cozy cottage built for two. In this blue heaven that you gave us, yes.
Listen to this. Former President Herbert Hoover said today in an interview, though I am in no way personally responsible for the 1929 stock market crash, I have the deepest sympathy for the millions who are now ragged, hungry, and homeless.
Ragged,
Hungry, homeless.
Hey, Herbie, you left behind a grateful nation. So Herb, our hats are off to you. Our hats are off. We're up to here with admiration.
Come on and have a little still.
Come down and share some Christmas dinner. Be sure to bring the missus too. We got no turkey for our stuffing. Why don't we stuff you? We'd like to thank you, Herbert Hoover, for really showing us the way. You dirty rat, you bureaucrat, you made us what we are today. Come and get it, Herb.
Yeah, evening. All right, move along. All you bums out of here.
They're not bums!
We're tearing down this junk pile now. Come
Run, Sandy, run!
over here.
Come on, hurry, get in here, it's cold outside. Let's go. Go, come on. Get in here. All right. That's all the fresh air you get for the month. Shoo, get out, bye. Get away.
Miss Hannigan, Miss Hannigan, Miss Hannigan, Miss Hannigan, Miss Hannigan.
What?
Miss Han- You know your favorite shiny satin souvenir pillow from Coney Island?
Yeah.
Well, Molly threw up on it.
What do you got there?
Nothing, Miss Hannigan.
I said, what do you got?
A dead mouse. You ought to...
Little girls, everywhere I turn, I can see them. Little girls, night and day, I eat, sleep, and breathe them. I'm an ordinary woman with feelings. I'd like a man to nibble on my ear, but I'll admit, no man has bit. So how come I'm the mother of the year? Little teeth, everything around me is little. If I wring little necks, surely I would get an acquittal. Some women are dripping with diamonds. Some women are dripping with pearls. Lucky me, look at what I'm dripping with. Little girls. Please help me. Get out, please. Oh, I need a drink. How I hate little shoes and little socks and each little bloomer. I'd have cracked years ago if it weren't for my sense of humor. Someday I'll step on their freckles. Some night I'll straighten their curls. Send a flood, send a flu, anything that you can do to little
once again, we bring you the romance of Helen Trent, who sets out to prove that just because a woman is 35, romance in life need not be over. That romance can live at 35 and after.
Oh, merciful God, I hope so. Yeah.
Get in there. Good afternoon. Miss Hannigan, is it?
Yeah.
Officer Ward, 17th Precinct. We found your runaway.
Thank you so much, officer. Children, guess what?
What?
There's hot cocoa and ginger snaps in the recreation room.
What recreation room?
Oh, shoo. Get out of here, shoo. Thank you so much, officer.
We found her in one of them Hoovervilles down by the docks. She had a mangy mutt with her, but he got away.
Oh, you poor pumpkin out there in the cold with just this thin sweater. I hope you didn't catch influenza. Thank you so much, officer.
It's all in the line of duty. And you, don't let me hear that you run away again from this nice lady.
She's not.
Good afternoon, miss.
Good afternoon. I'm gonna have your head for this. The next time you step foot out of that door, it'll be 1953. Well, are you glad to be back?
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Liar. What's the one thing I always taught you? Never tell a lie. Well, what's the one thing I always taught you?
Never tell a lie, Miss Hannigan.
Ooh, I'm gonna snatch your face off. For what you done, I could get fired. Have the Board of Orphans sticking their nose up in here. Well, you'll pay for it. I promise. Stay. You better...
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
Yeah?
Oh, good. I'm Grace Farrell.
So?
And the New York City Board of Orphans suggested...
Oh, I can explain. You see, that wasn't my fault. It was Annie here. She got into Bundle's laundry basket and...
Miss Hannigan,
Oh, I know. I should have called Mr. Donatelli instead of the cops, but
Miss Hannigan, I'm sorry, but I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about.
Oh, no? Oh, I get it. Uh-huh. Yeah, I get it, sister. Well, if it's beauty products you're peddling, I don't need them. Get out!
Miss Hannigan, I am not peddling anything. I am Chief of Staff to Oliver Warbucks.
Oliver Warbucks? The Oliver?
The Oliver Warbucks.
Well, nice hat. Why don't you say that in the first place? Have a seat. You know, I read in the Winchell column that Oliver Warbucks is the world's richest unmarried man.
I wouldn't know. I don't read Winchell. Miss Hannigan, Mr. Warbucks has decided to invite an orphan to spend the Christmas holidays at his home.
An orphan?
Yes, an orphan.
Well, are you sure it isn't a lady he'd rather have? I got 2 weeks coming. It's a joke. Well, what kind of orphan did you have in mind?
Well, she should be friendly. And intelligent.
We don't have that.
Mississippi, capital M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-I. Mississippi.
And cheerful.
You! Shut up! How old?
Oh, age doesn't really matter. Say 8 or 9. 10. 11? Yes, 11 would be perfect. And oh, I almost forgot Mr. Warbucks prefers curly-haired children.
Okay, curly hair, 11. Well, I'm sorry we don't have any orphans like that around here.
Oh,
So.
what about this child right here?
Annie, you don't want her. She's a drunk and a liar. A drunk and a liar. She's reeking right now.
Yes, I'm sure she's a drunk and a liar. Annie, come here. Annie, would you like to spend the next 2 weeks at Mr. Warbucks' house?
Oh, I would love to. I would really love to.
Hold it! Get in here! Well, see, you can have any orphan in the orphanage, but you can't have Annie.
Why?
I just told you.
I assume, Miss Hannigan, that it has something to do with all that business about the laundry bag and the police. Perhaps I should call Mr. Donatelli at the Board of Orphans.
You're so pretty.
Thank you.
If it's Annie you want, it's Annie you get.
It's Annie I want.
Annie you get.
Oh, boy!
So, if you'll get her coat, I'll take her along right now.
Coat? She ain't got no coat.
All right, then we'll buy her one.
Wow!
We'll go to Bergdorf's and get you a warm winter coat. Come along, dear. Mr. Warbucks' limousine is waiting outside.
Oh, boy, I can hardly believe it.
She can hardly believe it.
Hey, kids, I'm getting out for Christmas. I'll write to you. Bye, Annie! Bye, kids!
Bye, Annie!
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan. And season's greetings.
Season's greetings. Get out of here! Go! Someday I'll land in the nut house with all the nuts and the squirrels. There I'll stay tucked away till the prohibition of
Good afternoon, Miss Farrell.
Good afternoon, Drake. Everyone.
Miss?
May I take your coat, miss?
Will I get it back?
Of course, dear.
Oh.
Has Mr. Warbucks arrived yet?
No, miss. His plane from Chicago landed at 3:30, so we're expecting him any minute.
Do you guys really live here? Or is this a train station?
We really live here.
Oh, boy.
Mrs. Greer?
Yes, miss.
Has the carpets been put down in the dining room, Mrs. Greer?
Yes, miss.
And the Steinway been tuned?
Yes, miss.
Everything's in order, miss. Mrs. Pugh has prepared his favorite dinner.
New England clam chowder, Kentucky fried chicken, Idaho potatoes,
And?
baked Alaska.
Fine.
It'll be good to see Mr. Warbucks again.
Yes, 6 weeks is a long time.
Yes, miss.
Now, would you all come here for a moment, please?
Quickly, everyone. Everyone, quickly.
Everyone, this is Annie. She will be with us for the next 2 weeks for Christmas.
Miss?
Annie, this is everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Now, Annie, what do you want to do first?
Floors. I'll scrub them. Then I'll get to the windows.
Annie, you won't have to do any cleaning while you're here.
I won't?
Of course not. You're our guest. And for the next 2 weeks, you're gonna have a swell time. Now, Cecile will pick out all your clothes.
Green is her best color. No blue, I think.
Your bath is drawn by Mrs. Green.
Bubbles, no soap, I think.
Annette comes in to make your bed.
The silk. No, the satin sheets, I think.
I think I'm gonna like it here.
The swimming pool is to the left.
Inside the house? Oh, boy.
The tennis court is in the rear.
Gee, I've never even picked up a racket.
Have an instructor here at noon and get that Don Budge fellow if he's available.
Yes, miss.
I think I'm gonna like it here.
When you wake, ring for drink.
Drake will bring your tray. When you're through, Mrs. Pugh comes to take it away. No need to pick up any toys.
That's okay. I haven't done any toys anyway.
No finger will you lift my tear. We have but one request. Please put us to the test.
I know I'm gonna like it here. Used to room in a tomb where I'd sit and freeze. Get me now, holy cow! Could someone pinch me, please?
We've never had a little girl.
I'm very glad to volunteer.
We hope you understand. Your wishes are command.
I know I'm gonna like it.
Been away 6 weeks. Who missed me? Hello, everyone.
Welcome home, Mr. Warbucks.
Welcome home, Mr. Warbucks.
It's good to be home.
How was your flight from Chicago?
Not bad. It took 17 hours, and we only had to land 8 times. Now, first things first. Has the painting arrived from Paris?
Yes, sir. They're just about to hang it now, sir.
Ah, yes. No, I don't think so. Grace,
Yes, sir.
messages?
Yes, sir. President Roosevelt, he wants you to call him at the White House.
I'll get back to him tomorrow. Anyone else?
John D. Rockefeller, Mahatma Gandhi, and Harpo Marx.
Nothing urgent. What did Harpo want?
He didn't say.
Wait a minute. Maybe I could learn to live with this thing. Hang it someplace.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Warbucks, I'd like you to meet the
Oh, and Mrs. Pugh.
New England clam chowder,
Wonderful.
Kentucky fried chicken,
Wonderful.
and baked.
I won't be having dinner tonight. I've got hours of paperwork to get through.
Wonderful.
And Grace, I'll need you for updates.
Yes, sir.
All right, it's good to see you all again. Drake, dismiss the staff. Grace, if you'll get your calendar and, who is that?
This is Annie, Mr. Warbucks, the orphan who will be with us for the Christmas holidays.
The orphan. But that's not a boy. Orphans are boys.
I'm sorry, you just said orphan, so I chose a girl.
Oh. Well, I I suppose she'll have to do. Annie, huh? Annie what?
Sir?
What's your last name, child?
Oh, I'm just Annie's Mr. Warbucks. I don't have any last name that I know of.
So you're just Annie, huh?
Just Annie. I'm sorry that I'm not a boy.
Well, I don't suppose you'd like to meet Babe Ruth.
Oh, boy, sure. Who's Babe Ruth?
I couldn't be happier that you'll be spending Christmas with us. Now, Grace, we'll start with the figures on the iron ore shipments from Toledo to, What are we supposed to do with this child?
It is her first night here, sir.
It is? Well, Annie, your first night here, I guess we ought to do something special for you. Why don't you sit down? Now, how would you like to go to a Broadway show?
Gosh, Mr. Warbucks, I'd love to. I mean, I've heard a lot about them, but I've never been to one.
Never?
No, sir.
Well, then we've got to do something about that right away. And nothing but the best for you, Annie. You'll go to Times Square. And then an ice cream soda at Rumpelmeyer's and a handsome cab ride around Central Park.
Golly.
I'm glad to see Broadway getting back on its feet in spite of the hard times. Grace, forget about work tonight. We'll do it first thing in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Instead, you take Annie to the theater.
Oh, gee.
Something the matter, Annie?
No, it's just... Oh, gee.
No, what is it, child? You don't want to go to Broadway?
No, I do. It's just... Well, I thought you were gonna take me.
Me? Well, Annie, you see, I'm afraid I've been away for 6 weeks.
Oh, gee.
I've been away for 6 weeks making an inspection tour of my factories, or what's left of my factories with this damn depression. And when a man is running a multi-billion-dollar corporation that has to...
Oh, it's okay, Mr. Warbucks. Don't worry. I understand.
It's the president.
Tell him I'll call him...
He's right here, sir. There you go.
Hello, Mr. President. Yes, I got in an hour ago. Mr. President, I didn't like what I saw out there. Factory shut down. My factory's shut down. Well, when I'm not making money, nobody is. I'll grant you that Congress has their heads up their ass as a Republican. Sir, I have to say, I agree with most of them. Well, you'll have to come up with a new approach, a new plan, a new something. Mr. President, can we continue this tomorrow? I have a very important engagement tonight. You see, I'm going to a Broadway show with a 10-year-old girl.
11.
I was mistaken. She's 11. Goodbye, Mr. President. Drake?
Yes, sir?
Coates?
Yes, sir.
Oh, and Grace, you'll come too, of course.
Yes, sir.
Will you be wanting the Bentley, sir, or the Duesenberg?
This child's been cooped up in an orphanage. No Duesenberg. We'll walk.
Walk to Times Square.
Sure. Why not? It's only 45 blocks.
Yes, sir.
Smell that? Marvelous. Fifth Avenue bus fumes. There's no air like the air of New York, and you don't realize how much you miss it, the whole damn city, until you've been away from it for a while. NYC, what is it about you? You're big, you're loud, you're tough. NYC, I go years without you, then I can't get Enough, enough of cab drivers answering back in language far from pure. Enough of frankfurters answering back, brother, you know you're
In NYC, too busy, too crazy.
too hot, too cold, too late. I'm sold again on NYC. Hurry up, you slowpokes. We gotta get to the Roxy before the prices change.
NYC, the shadows at sundown, the roofs that scrape the sky. NYC,
The rich and the rundown, the big parade goes by. What other town has the Empire State and a mayor 5'2"? No other town in the whole 48 can have compared to you.
See, you make them all postcards. You
Proud, you cram, you're still the champ. Amen. For NYC.
The
Miss Farrell, how long will Annie be with us?
Just for the holidays. So,
That doesn't seem long enough.
give in, don't fight. Good girl.
Good night. Sleep tight in NYC.
And now, NBC Radio brings you Ma Perkins. Ma's daughter Faye is going to marry Carl Michaels. On Friday, Carl went back to Chicago.
Oh, don't go back to Chicago, Carl.
But no sooner had Carl left town.
Good afternoon. Miss Hannigan, is it?
Yeah.
Oliver Warbucks.
Oliver Warbucks. The, Mr. Warbucks. Hello. Huh? Oh, charmed. It's only been a week. What's the matter? Fed up with Annie already?
Oh, no. On the contrary, I'm delighted with Annie, and Annie is having the time of her life.
How nice.
Oh, yes, we've been everywhere together this past week, to the Roxy, to the Stock Exchange, and oh, guess where we had lunch yesterday?
The Waldorf.
The Automat.
Automat.
Miss Hannigan, I know you're busy, but this has to be signed and sent back to Mr. Donatelli at the Board of Orphans no later than 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
What for?
Oh, did I not mention? Well, I'm so taken with Annie, I'd like to adopt her.
How nice! How wonderful! Oh, let me get this wonderful news straight. Annie's going to be your kid? Yours?
Yes, correct. I came by in person to let you know that Annie won't be coming back here ever.
Ever? Oh, my. Would you excuse me for a moment? Well, you got any more wonderful news?
Did I mention the Automat?
You did. You mentioned that. But what kind, sir, isn't the deal for me?
A warm feeling at night knowing she's well taken care of.
A warm feeling at night is exactly what I need. You know, for a Republican, you're very attractive.
Just sign. I'll simply need you to make it official.
There's time for little orphan Annie.
Right here.
Oh, just sit back and recline.
Just your name.
Our chemistry is so uncanny.
Come, my dear.
I wish you could be. I think you should be mine.
I have an appointment at 1.
I'm gonna take care of you, Big Daddy. I make a very dry martini.
Not now.
I make a very wet souffle.
What? Stop.
Don't be so mean, you mean, oh, meanie.
Come now.
Let's you and me make. Why shouldn't we make? Hey.
Stop this at once.
Yes. I know you're lonely
Close,
for one girl.
Madam,
I'll
while
call you Ollie,
we
my hot tamale.
ride through this
And now I got to
file
sit back and watch
my
ya.
pride. Bet I.
Aye.
You spend your evenings in the shanty,
You had me followed?
imbibing too much bathtub gin.
Bronchitis.
And here you're dancing in your scanty
Girl.
with some old geezer called Little Caesar.
Oh, that's my uncle.
Leave the orphans unattended.
They love it.
You hock their Christmas souvenir.
Who told you?
Your license should have been suspended.
Oh, no.
You make them grovel while you buy lavaliers.
Oh, men will never
sit
You just don't
out
get me.
this
Ain't you afraid now? Let's misbehave now.
some
Don't be so
deep,
vicious. You're
dark
so delicious.
penitentiary.
I
Sign
guess I'll never know the feeling
your rotten
of
jail.
running fingers through your hair.
And sing, sing.
I guess that means no dry martinis.
Will you
Well,
sign?
I don't need you.
That's fine.
So just forget me.
The dotted line.
Forget my sweetness.
Don't whine.
Forget your magic.
You can't decline.
Say you sort of.
Just sign.
A bread and Waterloo.
Sign.
Why didn't you say so in the first place? Swine. Good day, sir.
Hello, girls.
Oops, pardon me, Pally. Hiya, sis. Long time no see.
It never rains, but it pours. They finally let you out of Sing Sing.
Hey, I got 6 months off for good behavior.
I bet. What was it for this time?
Some old geezer from Yonkers said I swindled him out of $1,100.
Why do you say that?
Because the rooster swindled him out of $1,100.
Well.
It's true.
Sis, I want you to meet a friend of mine from,
Jersey City.
Jersey City. Miss Lily St. Regis.
I named after the hotel.
Yeah, which floor?
Hey, don't you just love Lil, sis?
I'm nuts about her. Rooster, do me a favor.
Anything.
Get out of here and take the St. Regis with you.
Oh, come on, sis.
Cut it. Looking for another break, huh?
No, I got $80 coming to that on Thursday. So all I need's a 10 to tide me over.
No, not even a nickel for the subway, Rooster.
A $5, Aggie?
Oh, God, I gotta laugh. You and all your big talk. If you don't get... Talking about you gonna live in Clover.
This ain't exactly Buckingham Palace.
I'm on the city. Free gas, steady salary, free electric, and food. I'm doing all right.
Sis, you're doing like I'm doing.
Lousy.
Look, how did the two Hannigan kids end up like this? On the skids. I remember the way our sainted mother was sitting crooning us her lullaby. Mom.
She'd say, kids, there's a place that's like no other. You gotta get there before you die.
You don't get there by playing from the rule book.
You stack the aces.
You load the dice. Mother dear,
oh, we know
you're down there listening.
How can we follow your sweet advice?
To Easy Street, Easy Street, where you sleep till noon.
Yeah. She repeat,
Easy Street, better get there soon. Say, Aggie, who was the Joe I bumped into when I first come in here? Looked like he had a couple dollars.
Ooh, that was no Joe. That was Oliver Warbucks.
The Oliver Warbucks? The millionaire?
No, the billionaire, you dumb hotel. He was headed back to his mansion on Fifth Avenue.
Fifth Avenue? He don't live on Fifth Avenue.
Where does he live?
Easy Street, Easy Street, where the
Easy street, easy street.
Shut up. Just...
Say, hey, what, Warbucks want around here?
Oh, he came to give me the wonderful news about how he wants to adopt Annie, an orphan here. Annie, I hate that kid. She's gonna have everything. That rotten brat's gonna have everything.
Crummy orphan living in the lap of luxury. It ain't fair.
No, it ain't fair.
It ain't fair how we scrounge for $3 or $4.
While she gets Warbucks.
The little brat.
It ain't fair. This here life is driving me nuts. While we get peanuts, she's living fat.
Maybe she holds the key, that little lady.
To getting more bucks
instead of less. Maybe we fix the game with something shady.
Where does that put us?
Don't tell her.
Give you one guess.
Yes!
Easy street.
Grace, I need the figures from Detroit and New Orleans. Oh, remind me to call the president tonight and invite him and Mrs. Roosevelt over for Christmas dinner. I need to bury the hatchet before Friday's meeting. Oh, and Grace.
Yes?
We got Annie.
We got Annie. We got Annie. We got Annie. We got Annie. She's like the shine on your shoes, or hearing the blues. That's great. That's great. Makes you relax like a big tax. Breathe out. We got Annie. That's right. We
Anyways,
That'll be all.
the package from Tiffany's?
Yes, sir. Arrived this morning, sir.
Good. I'm going to give it to her and then tell her I want to adopt her. If she'll have me. I know I could never replace her parents. Well, where is she? I can't wait to tell her the news.
She's upstairs in her room, sir, writing another letter to her friends at the orphanage. Drake, Mr. Warbucks will see Annie now.
Fine. Damn.
You don't have to be nervous, sir. She's gonna be the happiest little girl in the world.
You're damn right she is, and I'm not nervous. Get her down here.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Oh, hello, Annie. How are you today?
I'm fine, sir, and how are you?
Fine.
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 Fine. Annie, the time has come for the two of us to have a very serious discussion.
You're sending me back to the orphanage, right?
Annie, can we have a man-to-man talk?
Sure.
I was born into a very poor family in what they call Hell's Kitchen, right here in New York. Both of my parents died before I was 10, and I made a promise to myself, someday, one way or another, I was going to be rich. Very rich.
That was a good idea.
By the time I was 23, I'd made my first million. And then, in 10 years, I turned that into 100 million. Boy, in those days, that was a lot of money. Anyway, making money is all I've ever given a damn about, and, well, I might as well tell you, Annie, I was ruthless to those I had to climb over to get to the top, because I've always believed one thing. You don't have to be nice to the people you meet on the way up if you're not coming back down again.
Mr. Warbucks, that's terrible.
But I've lately realized something. No matter how many Rembrandts or Duesenbergs you've got, well, if you have no one to share your life with, if you're alone, well, then you might as well be broke and back in Hell's Kitchen. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Sure.
Good.
Kind of.
Kind of?
I guess not.
Damn! I was in Tiffany's yesterday, and I picked this up for you.
For me? Gee. Thanks, Mr. Warbucks. You're so nice to me.
I had it engraved.
Whoa, gee.
It's a new locket. I noticed that old broken one you always wear, and I said to myself, well, I'm gonna get that kid a nice new locket.
Thank you, Mr. Warbucks. Thank you very much.
Here, let's just take the old one off and...
No! No! Please don't make me take off my locket. I don't want a new one.
Annie, what is it?
This locket. My mother and father, they gave it to me when they left me at the orphanage. And there was a note, too. They're coming back for me. And I know being here with you all for Christmas, I'm real lucky. I just don't know how to say it. The one thing I want more than anything in the entire world is to find my mother and father. And then to be like other kids with folks of my own.
Annie, it'll be all right. Grace, we should get her something. How about a brandy?
It's gonna be all right.
Annie, I'll find them for you. I'll find your parents for you.
You will?
Miss Annie, you just see. If anyone can find your parents, Warbucks is the man.
I'll find your mother and father, Annie. I won't stop until we do. You have my promise. Drake, get me J. Edgar on the phone. I want 50 of his best FBI men for a very special assignment for however long it takes. I'll pay all costs.
Yes, sir.
You watch, Annie. You might be meeting your mother and father within a couple of days.
Really?
Really. Everyone, let's get to work.
Maybe now it's time. Maybe when you wake,
They'll be there calling you.
The toothpaste of the stars. Here we are on America's favorite radio program, the Occident Hour of Smiles, starring your old softy, Bert Healy. Smile, Donya, smile. Right, Wacky? Smile, Donya, smile. Say, Wacky, who's that who just walked into our WNBC studio?
Why, it's none other than that wealthy industrialist and Wall Street tycoon, Oliver Warbucks, and an adorable girl named Annie.
Hi, Bert Healy.
Now, Oliver Warbucks, I understand that you have something to tell the folks at home about your wonderful little orphan Annie.
Yes. Good evening, Bert Healy. Annie is an 11-year-old foundling who was left by her parents on the steps of New York's Municipal Orphanage on the night of December 31st, 1922.
And aren't you now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents?
Yes, Bert Healy. I am now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents. Drop page. Furthermore, I'm offering a certified check for $50,000 to any persons who can prove that they are Annie's parents.
Wow! So, Annie's parents, if you're listening in, write to Oliver Warbucks, care of this station, WNBC New York, or directly to him at...
At my home. At my home. At my home, 987 Fifth Avenue, New York, New York.
That's 987 Fifth Avenue, New York, New York.
And I would like to also thank and take this opportunity to thank the makers of all new Occident toothpaste with Miracle L64 to fight bad breath for letting me appear here this evening. And I just did a damn commercial. I've never endorsed a product in my life.
Good night.
Good night, Annie and Oliver Warbucks. Thanks for dropping by. So, Annie's parents, if you're listening in, there's $50,000 and a wonderful daughter waiting for you. So get in touch right away, you hear?
Hey, Mr. Healy, isn't it time once again for the lovely Boylan sisters?
It most certainly is, Wacky. So, for all of the Hour of Smiles family, Ronnie, Bonnie, and Connie, the lovely Boylan sisters, this is Bert Healy saying hobo man, hey, Dapper Dan. You've both got your style, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Take it, Wacky. Your clothes may go for Emily. They stand out a mile, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. How is that kind of pitchy? Who cares what they're wearing on Main Street or Savile Row? It's what you wear from ear to ear and not from head to toe that matters. Ah, the lovely Boylan sisters.
So, for all the hours of Smiley's family, this is Bert Haley saying, ha ha ha, ha ha ha. Hey, hobo man, hey, Dapper Dan, you both got your style.
But brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Your clothes may be bow brumely, they stand out a mile. But brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile.
Who cares what you're wearing on Main Street or Savile Row? It's what you wear from ear to ear and not from head to toe.
Ah, the lovely Boylan sisters.
So senator, so janitor, so long for a while. Remember, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Who cares what they're wearing on Main Street or Savile Row? It's what you wear from ear to ear and not from head to toe that matters. So senator, so janitor, so long for a while. Remember, you're never fully dressed. Though you may wear the best, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Smile, 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 dirty smile.
Did I hear happiness in here?
No, Miss Hannigan.
What are you doing up?
Andy was on the radio.
Yeah, I heard. The next thing you know, they'll make a musical about her. Clean this mess up. There.
Miss Hannigan, Miss Hannigan,
Say it! Ah, she never misses. Oh, a $50,000 reward? Oh, $50,000 reward! What I couldn't do with $50,000.
Excuse us, ma'am. We knocked on the door upstairs, but nobody answered. Are you the lady that runs this here orphanage?
Yeah.
Oh, Ralph, I'm scared. Something could have happened to her.
Hush, Shirley. It's gonna be all right, okay? She's gonna be here. She's gonna be ours again, okay, Cheryl? Excuse us, ma'am.
What do you want?
We had such terrible troubles back then. We had to go up north to Canada and leave our baby here on the front stoop.
Our little girl, our Annie.
Annie? You're Annie's parents?
Oh, please, nothing's happened to her.
Oh, I don't believe it. Annie's parents? Where'd you say you come from again?
From a little farm up north in Canada.
Manitoba.
Where they have lots of chickens.
Chickens.
Ducks.
Little ducks.
Geese.
Oh, you should see all the geese.
And roosters. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Oh, God, you Aggie.
Rooster, I wouldn't have known it was you in 100 years.
Yeah, fooled you, Aggie. We're gonna fool Warbucks, too.
Yeah, get ourselves 50,000 big ones.
Oh, this is gonna be the best bunco job ever. I got a guy out of jail who can doctor up any fake birth certificates or any other papers you might need. But we're gonna need your help, Aggie, with any details about Annie. You know, to help pull this thing off.
Well, I can help, Rooster, a lot. Yeah, you know, Annie wears this broken locket, and her parents kept the other half. Well, years ago, there was a fire, and all the belongings came to me. So guess who has that locket now? But what's in it for me, Ralph?
Three-way split, Aggie.
Half.
Half?
Half! Oh, you come on, bring it!
Half. Straight down the middle. Yeah, 25 grand each. But we gotta do this fast. In and out, 2 or 3 minutes at the most. Give him the old rooster razzle dazzle. Yeah, we get to 50 grand. Yeah, we blow off this old crummy town, and me and Bill'll meet you.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Easy street. Easy street.
And President Roosevelt has so far lived up to none of his lofty campaign promises. In a nation racked by poverty and unemployment, it is deeds we want from the White House, not words. In short, Mr. President, if you are listening, we've had enough of your fireside chats. It is time...
Criticism, damn it! Nothing but criticism. Damn it!
I know.
It's awful.
Did anyone see the Washington Post this morning?
My friends, I say again, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Come on, Franklin, you've already been elected.
Oliver Warbucks and friend, Mr. President.
Oh, thank you. Show them in. Ah, Oliver, good of you to have come.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Who is this we have here?
Mr. President, this is my good friend, Annie.
Annie.
She so wanted to meet you that I couldn't resist bringing her along just to say hello.
Of course, the little girl on the radio with you yesterday.
Annie, this is President Roosevelt.
How do you do, President Roosevelt?
How do you do, Annie? It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Now, Annie, if you'll just wait outside.
No, Oliver, let Annie stay.
Mr. President.
Having a child on hand will keep us on our best behavior.
Thank you, Mr. President. Annie?
Now, Oliver, since you speak for those happy few Americans who have any money left at all, I'd like to begin with your views on matters.
Mr. President, in the words of Calvin Coolidge, the business of this country is business. We've got to get my factories open and the workers back to work.
Excuse me, Oliver, but while you're worried about your factories, there are now 15 million Americans without work and nearly 50 million Americans with no visible means of support.
And I understand that, but in the long run...
For people who are starving, there is no long run. They need immediate help.
Handouts. No one wants handouts.
The trouble is it's all happening at once. The stock market has taken another nosedive.
Sit-down strikes. Right.
Floods, dust storms.
Well, we all agree on one thing. The situation is hopeless. and getting worse.
Harold, I'd like to see those figures.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that
Little girl, be quiet.
Harold, what did you say, Annie? No, that's all right. Go ahead, my dear. It's still a free country.
Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick out my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away.
Harold Ickes, join in.
What?
You heard me. Join in. Come on. Now, Harold, sing.
Sing?
Yes, sing like Annie. I've just decided that if my administration's going to be anything, it's going to be optimistic about the future of this country. Now sing.
Oh, really, Franklin?
Sing.
You know that. The sun will come out tomorrow.
Louder, Harold.
Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun.
Perkins.
Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none.
Solo for the president. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick up my chin and grin and say, everyone, Republicans too, Oliver, sing!
The sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day
Mr. President, a telegram.
Ah, yes. Excuse me. Well, this isn't for me, it's for you, Oliver, from New York. Hundreds of couples jamming street outside house, all claiming to be Annie's parents.
Oh, boy.
Have begun to screen them. Suggest you return to New York at once. Signed, Gray Sparrow.
Well, it looks like the Hour of Smiles has more listeners than we thought, huh, Annie?
Gee, hundreds of parents. I mean, one of them is bound to be my mother and father.
Well, I suspect you'd better get back to New York, Oliver, immediately.
Thank you, Mr. President, if you don't mind. Annie?
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, Annie.
Bye, Mr. President. And thank you.
No, thank you, Annie. You're the kind of person a president should have around them.
Mr. President,
Yes.
what if we set up 100, no, 1,000 federal projects?
Dams.
Highways.
New post offices.
Yes, and put the unemployed to work building them.
We could create 5 million new jobs within 6 months.
And weekly paychecks would get all of those people off of relief and back to paying taxes.
Mr. President, what we've got to give this country is nothing less than a new outlook,
New vision.
A new approach.
New concept.
a new dedication.
A new deal. Ladies and gentlemen, I was right the first time. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're only a
Miss Farrell, I'm afraid there's still no sign of Mr. Warbucks and Miss Annie.
Drake, look at all these questionnaires. Do you realize that I've talked to 617 women who've claimed to be Annie's mother? And 619 men who have said that they were her father. That makes, let me see,
1,236.
all liars. Drake, I never realized there were so many dishonest people on the island of Manhattan.
Some of them came from the Bronx, miss.
Grace, we're back.
Where are they, Miss Farrell? Where are the people?
They're gone, dear. Come and gone. I'm sorry, Annie, but they were all liars and fakes after nothing but the 50,000.
Are you certain?
Yes, sir. None of them knew about the locket. I'm so sorry.
Gee, I thought for sure one of them was going to be my mother and father.
Mr. Warbucks, this just came by special messenger from the FBI.
Finally. Elliot Ness has located the manufacturer of Annie's locket in Utica, New York.
Oh, boy.
That sort of locket was manufactured between 1918 and 1924.
Sort of locket?
Yes, over 90,000 were made and sold.
90,000.
Annie, I'm afraid the gist of it is that Ness doesn't think there's a chance in a million of tracing the identity of your parents through the locket. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I mean, gee, you did the best you could. If you can't find them, nobody can. Anyways, I guess a kid can get along without folks. I mean, you turned out fine. All them Duesenbergs you have hanging on the wall and everything.
Excuse us, Mr. Warbucks. We'll go check on the dinner menu.
Annie, a Duesenberg is a car.
Oh.
And Babe Ruth, he's the right fielder for the New York Yankees. And, well, there's something else I think you should know.
Gee, Mr. Warbucks, you play the piano?
Not if you ask my good friend George Gershwin. I've made me a fortune. That fortune made 10. Been headlined and profiled again and again. But something was missing. I never quite knew that something was someone, but who? My speeches are greeted with thunderous acclaim by 2 universities bearing my name. Yes, something was missing each time I got through. That something was someone, but who? Who could that someone be? How could she make it known? Who would need me for me, need me for me alone? The world was my oyster, but where was the pearl? Who dreamed I could find it in one little girl? Yes, something was missing, but dreams can come true. That something is no one but you. Not bad for an old man, huh? Who would need me for me, need me for me alone? my oyster. But where was the pearl who dreamed I would find it? And one little girl, yes, something was missing, but dreams do come true. That something is no one but you. Grace? Grace!
Yes, sir.
Call me Oliver.
Oliver.
Do you have those legal papers I gave you the other day?
I'll get them right away.
No. Wait, Grace. I want you to stay for a moment. Annie, I'm willing to try everything to find your real mother and father. But I don't want you to ever feel alone again. So, if we go through it all and we can't find them, I'd be pleased to adopt you if you'll have me.
Adopt me?
What do you think?
Well, if I can't have my real mother and father, then there's no one in the world I'd rather have than you, Mr. Warbucks.
Oh, Annie! Annie, this isn't just going to be an adoption. It's going to be a celebration, and you can invite anyone in the world you want to come to it. Who would you like? Babe Ruth, Johnny Rockefeller, Madam Chiang Kai-shek. She's a lot of fun.
Well, I'd love to have Miss Grace there. And Mr. Drake, and Annette, and Cecile, and Mrs. Pugh, and Mrs. Greer. Well, I guess I'd like everyone.
Of course, that's who I'd like too. Drake, everyone, I have an announcement to make. Annie is officially becoming part of our family. I want everyone to get spiffed up. And Grace?
Yes?
I think Annie should get spiffed up too.
Annie, run upstairs and see what's in your bedroom. There's a surprise for you.
Oh, boy!
Mrs. Pugh, we're going to have a party. We'll need flowers, caviar, champagne.
Champagne. We got Annie!
Yeah.
Cecile, I think now would be a good occasion for my white dinner jacket, if you please. One more thing. I want to thank all of you for all you've done for me these past years. I know this house has been rather quiet and lonely for a very long time, but all of that is about to change. This is the happiest night of my life.
Mr. Warbucks.
Kid.
Together at last, together forever. We're tying a knot they never can sever.
I don't need sunshine now to turn my skies to blue.
I don't need anything but you.
You've wrapped me around that cute little finger. You've made life a song. You've made me the singer.
And what's that phantom tune you always ba-ba-boo?
Ba-ba-boo, anything but you.
Yesterday was plain awful.
You can say that again.
Yesterday was plain awful.
But that's
not now.
That's then.
I'm poor as a mouse.
I'm richer than Midas.
But nothing on earth
could ever divide us. And if tomorrow I'm an apple seller too,
and Adele. We're walking on air now. And what's the title of the dream that just keeps you? I don't need anything.
Anything.
Anything. I don't need anything but you.
Sir, I'm sorry to interrupt, but they were insisting.
What is it?
They're here for Annie.
Excuse us, everyone. Oh, Shirley, look. There's our Annie.
Who are you?
Honey, we're your mom and dad.
Mudge. Mudge is the name. Ralph Mudge, and this is the wife, Shirley.
You never knew it, dear, but you're Annie Mudge.
Annie Mudge.
We were sick and broke back then, honey. We didn't know which way to turn. And then a man gave us a chance to work on his farm up in Canada. And...
But we couldn't bring along no baby.
No, and we loved you, Annie, but we had to leave you behind.
Mr. Mudge, is it? We've seen a great number of people who've claimed to be Annie's
the proof. I expect you to be wanting proof of who we are. This is the driver's license, and that's Annie's birth certificate.
Baby girl, name Anne Elizabeth Mudge. Born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge, New York, New York, October 28th, 1922.
October 28th. That's my birthday.
It wasn't her note, sir.
Yes, I know, but I still don't...
Mister, please, you gotta believe us. We got in on the Greyhound this afternoon, and we went straight to the orphanage to fetch our Annie. But the lady down there said she was up here.
Oh, Annie, all the years I dreamed of holding you in my arms again.
Mr. Mudge, on the night that Annie was left at the orphanage...
Here's something you wouldn't know about. When we left Annie at the orphanage, we left half a silver locket with her, and we kept the other half, so one day...
Ralph, look! She's wearing it.
And here's the other hat that we kept. Should we... Oh, yes! It fits perfectly!
Oh, thank God, Ralph! She's our Annie!
She is! Oh, she is!
She seems to be.
Well, if you'll be getting her things, we'll be taking her along.
Take her?
No!
Pardon me, Mr. Mudge. What about the money?
Oh, we don't got much, but we're happy to give you whatever we got.
You haven't heard that I'm offering a certified check for $50,000 to anyone who can prove they are Annie's parents?
No, sir. We don't know nothing about no check. Besides, we don't want no money.
Right. We don't want no money for Annie.
On the other hand, Cheryl, remember that little pig farm up in New Jersey? Well, with $50,000, we could raise Annie up right in the country. Well, she'll have fresh air, fresh eggs.
Fresh ham.
Fresh ham, ha-ha. Fresh ham, certified, huh? So all I gotta do is make it out to myself?
That's correct. Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning?
Yes, you wouldn't mind if Annie stayed here until tomorrow morning, Christmas. That way you could pick up Annie and the check.
No.
Oh.
Problem?
No, no, sir. It's whatever you prefer. Oh, boy. I guess we'll be getting back to the hotel. Yeah, until tomorrow, Annie, when you'll be spending the rest of your life with us.
Goodbye, Annie, dear.
Oh, okay. Oh, pardon me, Pally. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Season's greetings, one and all.
Okay.
Well, everyone, this is wonderful news.
Yes, it's wonderful news.
Annie has found her parents, and they They seem to be a very nice couple.
Very nice. You're lucky, Annie.
Right. I'm lucky. Just think. Pig farm.
Mrs. Greer, where's that champagne?
Yes, sir.
We must celebrate because it's Christmas Eve, and we've just had the most wonderful news in the world. Annie has found her mother and father. Everyone, I propose a toast to Annie Mudge.
To Annie Mudge. Annie?
The Mudges. There's something strangely familiar about them.
I'm so sorry, sir. I know we had our hearts set on Annie. I'm gonna go upstairs and help her pack and see if she's okay.
I've lost her. I've lost Annie. Maybe it's fair, most would agree. Maybe it's just the way it should be. A mom and a dad, and Annie makes 3. I hope you don't forget about me. So maybe when you're grown, if I should cross your mind, you might remember I loved you. Drake, get me the president. I need his help. Merry Christmas, Annie.
Merry Christmas, Annie.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Warbucks and Miss Farrah.
You're up early.
Yes, well, my folks are coming for me, so I thought I'd just wait for them here. I guess they'll be taking me out to the country. Will you come and see me sometime?
Yes, Annie. I'll see you.
You're up early, too.
We've been up all night, dear. And we've had quite the time of it. FBI men coming and going.
Really?
I have something very difficult to tell you. Annie, early this morning, FBI Director Hoover telephoned me with some very sad news. Through the paper and the handwriting on your note, he succeeded in tracing the identity of your parents.
Yes, we already know that. Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
No, dear. They aren't your parents. Your parents were David and Margaret Bennett.
David and Margaret Bennett. Well, where are they?
Annie.
Annie, your mother and father passed away a long time ago.
You mean they're dead?
Yes, dear.
So I really am an orphan. Like all the other kids.
Are you all right, Annie?
I guess I always knew my folks were dead. Because I knew that they loved me. And they would have come back for me if they weren't.
I love you, Annie Bennett.
I love you too. Now, who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge.
Atta girl, who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
I mean, the birth certificate could easily have been forged, but the thing is, they knew about the locket.
But nobody knew about the locket except the FBI and us, of course.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
Mr. Warbucks, this just came in from the FBI.
Good. Comes the dawn. Now it all fits together.
Annie, look at this.
Weeping lizards. Who would have guessed?
Sir, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
Show them in, Drake.
My pleasure, sir. Won't you please come in, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge?
Good morning, everyone. Oh, Shirley, look. There's our little girl.
Your little girl.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hello, dear.
Well, we don't want to interrupt, seeing how it's Christmas and all. If you'll be getting her things, her suitcase.
Allow me.
Oh, and the check.
Ah, yes, of course. The check, I'd almost forgotten. Here it is, Mr. Mudge. $50,000 certified.
Certified, eh?
Certified.
Ma'am, you cannot come. Ma'am, please stop. Stop. Do not come out here. Stop. Get it out.
Mr. Warbucks, Mr. Oliver, we just read $60 to let you know that they are not Annie's real parents.
Okay.
That is my no-good brother and his hotel girlfriend. And they were gonna take Annie and throw the money and disappear Annie.
Hey, we're not gonna let them do it!
Miss Hannigan, thank you. We have reasonable belief that the FBI just informed us of the real identity of Mr. and Mrs. Mudge, otherwise known as
Hannigan. Also known as Ralph Mudge, also known as Danny the Dip.
Franklin. I believe that fraud is a federal offense and that your Secret Service men have the power to arrest.
Yes, Oliver, they certainly do.
If me and Rooster's taking the fall, so is she.
Yeah. Who do you think clued us in on the locket and was gonna pocket half the money? Hey!
Wait! Mr. Warbucks, do they have to take Miss Hannigan too?
She was their accomplice, Annie. She probably masterminded the whole thing.
I know, but she did just try to save my life.
The kid has a great point. I always loved you. You're so pretty. Look at your hair.
Please?
Please.
Okay. Let's go with the other two.
Go, the other two? How did you go with these two? Hey, I'm not...
My baby! Oh, my baby!
Miss Hannigan, seems you'll be needing a new job, since clearly your time at the orphanage is done. Mr. President, this new deal of yours, the 5 million people who will go back to work building bridges and roads, well, I think we've found your first worker. Drake, please take Miss Hannigan to the East Wing.
Oh, the East Wing. We can certainly work with that. Woo. Drake is it? Oh, if you please.
Annie, we'd like to meet your friends.
Oh, okay. Kids, I'd like you to meet Miss Grace Farrell.
Hello! Hi, kids.
Oh, and this is the President of the United States.
Hi, kids.
Hello! And this is Mr. Daddy Warbucks.
Children, Miss Hannigan is gone for good. And you won't have to work anymore. Instead, you'll have teachers and classrooms. Oh, but listen, kids, no more mush.
No more mush! No more mush! No more mush!
Yes, girls, for you and for all of us, this Christmas will be the beginning of a wonderful new life. One more present for you. Look who we found. I don't need anything.
Anything.
Anything. I don't need anything but I know the depression's depressing.
The carols are stilled, the stores aren't filled.
And windows are minus their dressing.
The children don't grin, the Santas are thin.
And I heard a terrible rumor.
No goodwill, no cheer.
But we'll get a new deal for Christmas this year.
The snowflakes are frightened of falling.
The peppermint sticks.
And all through the land folks are bawling.
Despair, 'cause cupboards are bare.
But Santa's got brand new assistants. There's nothing to fear. They're bringing a new deal for Christmas this year. Fill every stocking with laughter. We have enough room for anyone gloom. Let's ring every bell from its rafter.
And shine across the land.
Tomorrow's at hand.
Those happy days that we were promised are